foreign policy. Nature of Indian foreign policy, Panchashila principle. Non-aligned movement, disarmament, anti-apartheid policy. A study of how different countries interact with other countries. And the type of relationships they strive to maintain is needed. Just like an individual who cannot live alone, countries also cannot live in isolation. Hence, every country needs to have a foreign policy to regulate its interaction with other countries. Out of 200 countries in the world, very few countries are strong and most of them are weak. According to experts, every sovereign country has its own foreign policy. A sovereign country is that country which is not under any other country's control, either for internal or external issues. It's an important point to note that India had its own foreign policy before independence and after independence also. India has been considered as one of the major countries of the world with its huge population, natural resources, military, intellectual and industrialized capacities. India is one of the few countries in the world who pursue their own foreign policy. You know this. A nation should realize that foreign policy is an art of finding the right policy in spite of many policies. It is useful to a country. We can speak of good for international community and international peace also. Finally, every government considers everything from its own perspective. The foreign policy of a government is based on the long-term as well as the short-term interests of its own. No government dares to do harm to its own interests. Jawaharlal Nehru. India became a republic in 1947. As an independent country, India wants peaceful coexistence with the other countries of the world. The major aims of Indian foreign policy are 1. National security. 2. Enriching national economy. 3. Spreading the cultural richness of our country in other countries. 4. By increasing the number of friendly countries and check the power of enemy countries. 5. Achieving world peace and coexistence. Discuss. The world is cruel. We wanted to hoist the flag of peace everywhere, but we were cheated. Uttered in surprise by then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru after the invasion of China into India. In the radio speech of 7 September 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru outlined the foreign policy of India for the first time to the general public. The speech gave an indication of the foreign relationships India is going to foster with countries like America, Russia and China. Jawaharlal Nehru managed the foreign policies of India as an external affairs minister, apart from being the prime minister as well. Hence, many a times, the foreign policy of India is also called as foreign policy of Nehru. Various international and national issues have influenced the foreign policy of India. Issues like national interests, geographical interests, political situation, economic interest, military issues, public opinion, international situation and many other issues have influenced and shaped India's foreign policy. Basic aspect of India's foreign policy. 1. Panchashila principles. Although countries have their own social, economical, political and cultural systems, they have always strived to foster healthy relationships with other countries. Based on the similar lines, in 1954, both India and China accepted Panchashila principles to foster their international relationship. Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of India and Chou Enlai was the Premier of China. The following are the 5 principles called as Panchashila principles. 1. Respecting each other's sovereignty and regional interests. 2. Non-invasion of each other. 3. Non-interference in each other's internal issues. 4. Mutual cooperation and respect. 5. Peaceful coexistence. These are the basic fine building blocks of India's foreign policy. 2. Non-aligned movement. The world was divided to power blocks after the end of Second World War. The democratic countries were under the hegemony of USA and the communist countries were led by USSR. In those days, India followed the policy of being non-aligned to either of these blocks. It was successful in commanding the faith from both the blocks. It secured financial assistance from USA and secured military aid from USSR. It also dealt every international event independently and welcomed or criticized any issue independently. The credit of creating an independent policy of being non-aligned and making it part of the foreign policy goes to India. After Nehru, the prime ministers like Lal Bahadur Shastri and Indira Gandhi followed the principle of eye for an eye in foreign policy. The wars held in 1965 and 1971 with Pakistan were guided by this policy. Later, the Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee tried to reform our foreign policy and strive to have better relationship with Pakistan. You know this. SAARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. SAARC is an association of South Asian countries. It was founded on 8 December 1985. India, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal. Pakistan and Afghanistan are the member countries. The SAARC Conference of 1986 was held in our state at Bangalore. 3. Anti-imperialism. The foreign policy of India opposes imperialism. Imperialism is an attempt by a sovereign country to take over another sovereign country with the intention of ruling it for its personal gains. It was natural for India, which gained its independence from an imperial have imperialism, declared India in the Conference of Asian Countries. 1949 and 1955, held in New Delhi and Bandung. 4. Anti-apartheid policy. Apartheid is an attempt by a race or people of a particular skin color to subjugate another race of people of different skin color in the name of supremacy. Apartheid is an affront to human rights and world peace. The foreign policy of India declared that no country of the world shall practice this. Till recently, the minority white people were ruling the majority black people in South Africa. India had declared its support to Nelson Mandela and his party African National Congress, who were opposing apartheid in their country. 5. Disarmament. The process of elimination of specific arms step by step is called disarmament. There is an increased competition for the production, sale, and collection of arms in the world. Many of the countries are worried that this massive scale of arms could lead to Third World War. Countries with massive arms may attack another country intentionally or by mistake or by accident, triggering massive devastation. The presence of nuclear arms makes the issue more complicated. India, being peace-loving country, advocates for the reduction of arms qualitatively as well as quantitatively. Since the time of Nehru, India has supported disarmament process. Though it is impossible and impractical to attain total disarmament, as every country needs arms for its protection, an attempt can be made. Reduce the number of arms. The Constitution of India's Article 51 advocates for a foreign policy that aims at establishing international peace and cooperation. The Department of External Affairs of the central government plays a decisive role in formulating our foreign policy. It always considers our national interest and public opinion. Indian foreign policy aims at strengthening UNO. India strives to have strong foreign relationship with the countries of world through SAARC and Commonwealth of Nations as well. Moreover, India has been one of the major members of UNO country to oppose such moves of other countries. No corner of world shall